Welcome back to Life and Career. This is the part 2 of the interview with Sanjana. And well, basically we were talking about that I have 3 questions here in these magic cards. And okay, so let's talk a little bit more about your life. The first part, I tried to focus more on the career part. But this second part, I want to dig a little bit deeper on who you are, so people they can understand what is happening in your mind. Okay, so
let's go for it.
What's been basically your favorite task and challenge that you have been facing here at Andersen?
Yeah, so looking back at from when I started, I think one of what you asked about the challenge as well. So one of the biggest challenges has been that because I joined in the last month of my university, so I had to juggle between balancing my classes, my assignments, my exams with the internship at Andersen. And thankfully, Andersen was very supportive. They were flexible with my class timings and with my assignments. And my friends and professors were also very supportive at university. So that challenge I was able to overcome pretty well, but it was very hectic. It was a lot of to and fro from the university, coming back to the internship. That's one of the key challenges that I have faced so far. And my favorite task actually has been, so we work on these various projects which include M&A, it includes business valuations, it includes thorough and detailed researches about markets and industries. And I have been a part for a few M&A projects. I have been a part of the initial calls to the end of us signing the deal. So I've been there for A to Z, the start to end of the process.
Wow.
And I've experienced like how things start, how the introductory calls happen, and at the end how how we make a particular time frame to work, we submit our work, we get feedback, we get constructive criticism. So how does a project start and how does it end, and what processes and what difficulties and what kind of challenges that we faced, me and my team, we have faced it together. So that's something that's been very insightful, and that's why I think, because I've learned so much out of it, is why it has been my most favorite thing so far.
That's amazing. Yeah, very detailed. Okay, the second question is, I think this is a pretty good one. Share one of your fears you have been able to overcome now that you are in the professional life path.
Okay, so wow, that involves good amount of thinking. Fears, yeah. So probably I think for me, like as a person, I'm a very determined person. I have a very strong willpower, and I'm motivated to do and learn and try out new things. So for me, whatever I set my hands on, I want to do it the best. I want to excel at it, and by the grace of God, I have been excelling at whatever I do. So for me, I had this fear of failure. I didn't want to fail. And I constantly had this fear in my mind and in my heart that, what if I do this and what if I fail?
Yeah.
I just wanted to succeed, and there has to be it cannot go wrong. But growing up, and especially with the transition from university to corporate world, I think there have been experiences where I have experienced failure, but I term it differently. I term it as learning experiences now, because there's no such thing as failures, because with everything that you do not succeed in, you learn something out of it.
Yeah.
And that I think I overcame, because I think it's very important for me to understand that what am I getting out of this, whether it's for the plus or for the minus, but at the end of the day, I am getting something out of it. And
Great.
That's how I have I've gone through this fear, and I'm not having a fear of failure anymore. And I take everything as a learning opportunity.
That's amazing. In Spanish we say, todo depende del cristal con que se mire. That means everything depends the way in the position you are related with a problem. No, and yes, I completely agree. A failure is part of process, and imagine just a life just full of success. You wouldn't be able to differentiate.
True. I think it's the ups and downs of life.
Yeah. We were just talking about like you will never know you will never understand to what does it really taste good if you never had like a very bad meal.
Yeah,
no?
I agree.
Okay. Okay. And last question: in what ways? And this, I think, this is a very important one. In what ways have your parents influenced you, and also how they have helped you throughout all this, even though it's a very new beginning, but how they have influenced you?
So this is actually my favorite question from this podcast. It's a very heart-touching question. This answer is gonna come straight from my heart. I think I absolutely love my parents a lot. They've been there for me since day one. So they have instilled this confidence that I have today, and I am who I am because of them, because they've always been very, very supportive. They've never told me that, you cannot do this, or you cannot go there, you cannot you should not experience this part of life. They've always been like, if you have the willpower to do it, go ahead. We'll be with you. We will be there at every step, and you do not need to worry about anything else. So I think that feeling of your parents being like, we are with you in whatever you do, it makes you take decisions. It makes you assertive in life, first of all. It makes you stand up for yourself and stand up for others around you for whatever is right. So I think they have influenced me quite a lot. Their journeys have influenced me quite a lot. I've seen them struggle. I've seen them, go through the ups and downs of life, and that's something I've seen them very closely. So I think that's something that inspires me. It's something that keeps me going. It's something that keeps me motivated, and it gives me that never give up attitude. It gives me that determination I was talking about earlier, that whatever I set my hands on, I have to do it in the best way possible. I think it comes from them, and the strength, they are my biggest strength. So the strength comes from them, and I'll just end with whatever I started. I absolutely love them.
Come on, that's a very beautiful message. I mean, probably your parents, they're watching right now, and come on, I'm pretty sure that they are very proud of you. And I mean, to summarize the conversation from part 1 and part 2, I would say that yes, we have to be aware that university is our chance and our opportunity, even though we say like, okay, it's 3, 4, 5 years, depending on the program. And maybe we think that we have a lot of time, but is what do you do with that time? How much are you preparing? Because there are a lot of people basically at the same time, and then they're gonna find, or they're gonna try to find a way to stand out, no? So it's what do you do yourself during university? I would say the second one, and it's something very beautiful that you say, is like your mindset, and secondly, understanding that failure is part of the process and you have to enjoy it. And third, the support of your family, because we are the system of the people that basically they are helping us, and in the future we will help other people.
True.
Okay, just to wrap up, do you have a message for the people that they would like to join Andersen?
Yeah, I mean, I think for students or for anyone who wants to have this head start into this corporate world, I think the biggest advice I can actually give you is that be proactive, seek learning opportunities, learn wherever you go, talk to people, always network with people. You'll always learn something new. You will explore a different perspective. You will understand things in a better way. So I think ask questions, never fear asking questions, never hesitate to ask questions. That's the best way you can learn. And understand that this is not just like an addition to your resume. It's something that is an addition to your own personality. It's an addition to your own learning experiences, and it's an addition to your professional growth as well. So take it hands-on, take it in the best way possible, and try and give your best every single day.
Amazing messages, Sanjana. I'm just like here like a spectator, like listening to you, and it's amazing. I mean, you're raising the bar of these conversations.
That means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah. No, next guest is gonna be problems. Well, thank you very much, Sanjana, again, for sharing all your thoughts, your path. I hope to see you here in a next episode of a podcast, probably, talking a little bit more about finance. Just also a final message for the University of Wollongong. What can you share with them about this journey? I mean, I promise this is going to be the final message.
Okay. So for University of Wollongong in Dubai, I think it's been my home for 3 years. It's been the place where I've shared my happiness, my sadness, and amazing memories and amazing moments with my professors, with my friends, with people in the faculty. So I think it's been an amazing journey, and for anyone who is graduating from there or for anyone who's studying there at this moment, make the most out of it. I think these are moments you'll miss, and when you do head start into your real world, into your adulting world, don't hesitate to approach anyone from the university. They'll always be more than happy to help. They'll always be there for you. And take those skill sets, take those experiences, whatever you have learned from there, and apply it to the real world. I think that's how you can make the best out of your working experiences and also out of your life.
Sanjana, once again, thank you very much. And to everyone out there, thank you very much for watching us. Subscribe, follow us on LinkedIn, also on Spotify. And remember, see you in the next episode of Life and Career. Ciao. Shukran. Gracias.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Ciao.